An expense report, ER, is a tool employees use to be reimbursed for travel or out-of-pocket expenses and account for state travel card transactions. It is a recommended best practice to create, submit, and account for travel card transactions on an expense report in SFS within 10 days of completed travel. To begin submitting an expense report, you should access the expense report entry page. Once you are there, you can choose from 4 different options that will set up the expense report for your particular situation. This module will explain how to get to the expense report entry page and, once you are there, how to pick one of the expense report options. To access the expense report entry page from the SFS homepage, start by clicking SFS Applications. Note that all items marked with an asterisk must be completed. As you are working, remember to save periodically as SFS times out after 20 minutes. Click SFS Financials. Next, click Employee Self-Service. Click Employee T&E Center. Under Expense Report, click Create. This is the expense report entry page. It is used to create and submit travel expenses. Depending on the type of expense report you want to create, you can choose an option from the Quick Start list. The option you choose in this list will help you get started on your expense report. You may notice there are 5 options for creating an expense report. However, you should only use 4 of these options. A blank report allows you to create an expense report from scratch. You will most likely use this for new travel expenses you have not previously entered in SFS. A travel authorization allows you to retrieve a travel authorization that was previously approved. You can pull the authorization into the expense report once you have completed the travel for which you received the authorization. This allows you to start with the expenses you got approval for and will likely save you some time since you are not creating your expense report from scratch. From here, you can modify the expenses to reflect your actual expenses made during the trip. You can also pull necessary expenses from your wallet. An existing report allows you to use a report you have previously created in SFS. You will most likely use this if you repeat the same type of travel and/or have similar expenses and want to copy the expense report you have previously created. Be sure to change your dates and any other changes to reflect the current travel. The Entries from My Wallet report is used to select transactions paid for on your travel card, T-card, and apply them to the expense report as necessary. You will only use this option if you have T-card expenses. Do not ever use the template option. Once you have selected the expense report option appropriate for your situation, click the Go button to start your expense report. For details on how to correctly submit an expense report, see the Creating an Expense Report in SFS using a blank report or Creating an Expense Report in My Wallet modules. You have successfully completed the Getting Started with an Expense Report module.